I was actually in the west part because I escaped like 6 months before the wall came down. I was on the other side, and I watched also by accident the show where Chapotsky said like the wall is open, everyone in East Germany can travel. So I went down to there's a checkpoint and to the border on Chausseestraße in Berlin, and I was like hopping back and forward because I was afraid that I couldn't get back in. So it was a really special moment. I was just by myself, and I just felt really like wow. I mean, like being like growing up in East Germany, it wasn't a big problem for me, because as a child you just felt really protected. But when you started to become more curious about things, then all of a sudden all the problems started, because you realized you're in jail, there's certain things you couldn't ask, and there's certain trouble you got into, and that was a time where for me I felt like wow, I can't breathe here anymore. I played with like a lot of bands, I made music, but it was no, I mean you always had to be underground, there was two ways. The underground way, and then the other way was to have to study, and you had to make like a profession out of music, but it doesn't work in music, especially in rock. It's all about emotions, all about like feelings you have. So obviously they really tried to push those emotions down. Without the wall coming down, Rammstein would never happen. I mean there's a lot of changes in my life, but I still like be grateful about like living in both situations. I don't regret anything.